How you feel today, Jocko?
Okay, Jerry.
All right. You know, a lot has been said about you, but the main thing is that people recognize the fact that you're able to play with real sincerity every style of music. Not only every style, but you can play all parts of a given piece at the same time on this one instrument, the bass. Now, because of this, a lot of people have gone crazy trying to duplicate what you do. People have become great fans of the bass and given it quite a bit of attention. How do you feel about that?
Give me a gig, you know. Well,
what drove you to this point?
Well, I was told, you know, like at a very young age to learn. First thing was to learn the melody to every tune, which I feel is like ultra important. You know, most bass players, most musicians, you know, not just on the bass, but on their particular given instrument, will usually play just the bass part or just the piano part. I mean, the same thing goes for piano players. They should know the bass part too, at least, you know, or whatever.
Right.
But the main thing is the melody, I feel, that most bass players like are missing. Because like they'll know the bass part, you know, or whatever, they'll be playing that stuff, and there could be a melody on top, which once you know that, especially when it comes to playing changes, you know, harmonic playing, it's like, let's say like Bach, like canons, where there's like two parts. There's a bass part and there's a melody part. They're just as important because the chords come in the middle.
One supports the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, in fact, one helps the other. By hearing another part, you can more or less define where your part's going to be. You can fill the holes up.
Well, plus it's really great to be able to play a melody to a tune. I mean, how many guys can play, you know, on the bass, you know, let's say most people, let's say the melody is always designated, let's say, to a horn player or the piano or the guitar. But it's nice to play it on the bass too.
Certainly. It's a beautiful instrument. Now, what about musicianship? How does this tie in terms of what you studied? Obviously, you mentioned Bach canons. What else did you study? And how does this all come together under the heading of musicianship?
Work. You're just staying out there. In other words, you know, applying it. Okay, let's say so for instance, I just said learn the melodies. So what I tell all my bass students when they first start off is, hey, let's you know, learn the melodies. Do you know the melody, let's say, to Alfie, as opposed to just the bass part? And you know, I mean, that's, you know.
Right.
You know, etc.
Yeah, that gives you the feeling of the song.
Yeah, because then it, plus it's the most melodic way for a bass player to learn how to play melodic bass lines is by, you know, playing melodically within the bass.